Hello Liverpool fans, subscribe to the channel and leave your like so I can bring more content to the channel and for you don't miss any news from Liverpool. Everton boss Frank Lampard was asked about Liverpool counterpart Jürgen Klopp's comments about Manchester City's spending power ahead of the trip to another club who have massive resources, Newcastle United. Speaking in his pre-match press conference on Tuesday, Lampard, a Chelsea legend who also represented City in his playing days, said, "I think in modern football everyone has a different position and a different perspective. Sometimes it changes and I think this is why we love the Premier League. I lived the Chelsea story as a player and I touched it as a Manchester City player for a year. There are a lot of stories there that you can just embrace and love." City got voted the Club of the Year last night, at the 2022 Ballon d'Or ceremony, for the many good things that they do off the pitch. Everybody's different. This thing of financial play I always find a bit strange. There are teams who have a lot more income than we do and can spend more on wages, but that's the story of the modern game. It's all relative. When specifically asked about Klopp's comments on not being able to compete, Lampard added, "Liverpool have competed with them, City, with great coaching. They've brought in Virgil, Van Dijk and Alisson, Becker. They're clearly going to be amongst it. I can understand what Klopp, says. We're the same with Newcastle. They've spent £200 million in 2 windows, we can't do that. I particularly look at the story I was involved in with City, how they handle themselves. I think it's fantastic, that's where I'm at." Lampard was also quizzed on his thoughts about Liverpool's manager being sent off from the sideline during the match against City and the effect his actions could have on the sport at grassroots level, particularly after a Merseyside Junior League postponed last weekend's round of fixtures due to persistent abuse of referees from the pitch side. But on this particular matter, Lampard was sympathetic to his local rival and did not draw a parallel between the two. Lampard said, "We have a responsibility, I understand that. But there's also a microscope on managers in the modern day, where we're in high pressurized jobs. It's easy for me to sit here in a calm moment and say, we should be better, and all these things, but the amount of pressure we come under and sometimes the decisions that go against you can throw you." I think Jürgen said afterwards, "Maybe my reaction, we all know that situation. If you're trying to draw a line with that to someone on a Sunday league game and physical reaction, that's just a personal responsibility as it would be if they did it on the street. I don't draw that line. I see managers handling themselves in high-pressure situations 99% of the time well. I remember Thomas, Tuchel and Antonio Conte having it out earlier in the season. Everyone was like, this is great, this is what the Premier League is all about, seeing passion. You can't have everything in one go.